in the national artificial intelligence strategy. So we are learning, we are not sleeping. Huh? Ghana is leveraging AI benefits with, so we are already doing things. There are reports on AI-led digital tools in agriculture for especially detect early infestations, minor crops, and combat challenges such as irregular rainfall and rising temperatures, right? Recently, we were told that Ghana is going to experience otherwise cold weather in the mornings, and we're seeing it, right? So yeah, we are able to estimate efficiently now using some of these AI tools. Additionally, there has been recorded use of AI in improving public health, like online consultations, delivery. I mean, I was reading a report on HIV, and it says in Ghana now you can request for a kit to test yourself using these online platforms and AI, and the person who delivers it to you. So it will go to an agency anonymously. They won't know you. Even the delivery guy won't know you. I'm like, how does it deliver? But yeah, even the delivery guy is not interested in knowing you because of AI and how things are changing. So in health, and I think it's one of the major sectors we're deploying AI to see how we make consultations, booking, record keeping, all of that seamless. To the next, so we are doing some good, even though there are some problems in the whole architecture. There are also a few things. I don't want to read challenges again, I'm tired. Let's talk about opportunities. There's early data, I talked about this. There's drone and Internet of Things devices that can help monitor crops. Like we can expand what we are already doing. There's also development of an online course, which is, I mean, everywhere today. Self-paced, timely, blah, blah, blah. You can even do an online course and go for graduation, huh? Yeah, so that one we're big there. There's just, in all of this, there's just limited adoption in Ghana, and in some part, there's no infrastructure to support such systems. Also talking about the urban-rural divide, where we say people in the rural do not have even the infrastructure, not the devices, the infrastructure to allow them to benefit from some of these things. Next slide, I think I should be finishing soon. Fintechs, so what are some of the comparative advantage we have? We already have a lot of them. Young people, tech savvy, young people are doing interesting things. We have booming fintech. We're doing a sandbox where we try to pilot how we regulate fintechs in Ghana. There are a lot of things, growing AI innovation ecosystems. I mean, some of the big tech giants are choosing Ghana to host their Africa office. That shows we're doing something right. Right? And what do we need to do? That national strategy is not just for the beauty of it. Right? We need to rally around it and make sure it's implemented. We need to do a lot of scaling, a lot of education on pipelines. Like, I mean, there are bosses that still do not agree that their supervisees use ChatGPT and other tools. I mean, I think it's a fight in, you're just fighting till you get tired because you cannot stop it. I think what we need to do is how we use it. What's the ethics of using AI? What's the prompting to give you accurate information rather than, hey, don't use it, you're becoming lazy. That's not to say about myself though. I'm still AI free. AI innovation through public-private partnership and sector-specific regulation. You know, AI is a cutting cross. It's a cross-cutting, sorry. Thing. It cannot sit at one place. It's not a sector. We just have to mainstream it in everything we do, and we need that coordination. Next slide. Right. So these are the last messages I'm leaving everyone with. Making, and also the panel will also add to what I'm already saying. Making AI work for people, it's a matter of choice. I made this when I started. It's how we use it. So how do we make it complement our economy rather than replace key or core aspects of the economy? Innovation with intent, right? Clarity, not just experimenting without anything. How do we harness this to accelerate science and technology? It's just to help us, take that leap, not to replace all of us. Investing in capabilities that count, right? So instead of asking people to stay away from it, how do we teach them? How do we make sure we do it following the right ethics? If we do not have one, how do we begin thinking of ethics in using AI? I thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Yusuf. I think Yusuf has taken us on a journey, right? He started off with where we are at on the Human Development Index. He talked about all the risks, all the challenges, and now we are around the opportunities and the policy implications and what we could, and recommendations as well, and what we could start thinking about. Now we'll open the floor for one or two discussions, questions. Any comments? I think Yusuf has done a good job, so let's clap for him again. Thank you very much. The mics are ready. One or two questions, comments, any thoughts? I can't see anyone's hand up, but I'm sure someone is itching to raise their hand up. Please do. Okay, there's a hand up in the middle. Thank you very much, sir. Please mention your name and where you're from and ask your question.
Thank you. My name is Amin Alassan. I am with Eni Ghana. I was listening to Dr. Thompson on the structural inequalities, especially the southern-north divide in Ghana. So, Yusuf, your presentation in respect of for Ghana's report, it is the global picture, right? But does it provide those disparities between the north and the south in Ghana, going into the details? I'm not talking about the multidimensional poverty index per region. I'm just looking at the north and south, and whether it gives some details as to those disparities. Said that we'll look at that one within the whole concept of the structural inequalities in Ghana. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I'll just answer that. So this report, no, but last year we did a national human development report that has that data. We have HDI for every region. So not just the aggregate. We have, Accra is at this high, Tamale is at low. And the theme was the future of work. So we investigated work, and then we calculated the index.
Because once you are talking about AI, artificial intelligence, the disparities will even be more, because this one is tied to education. And people having that sort of education and all of that. Because if it goes to the north, a lot more people will be having challenges using AI as relative to the south. So let's look at that and see if we can get some research around it to inform policymakers and all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So I don't see anyone's hand up. Thank you, sir, for asking your question, and thank you, Hussein, again. So now we are going to change gears a little bit, and we'll have our panel discussion on the theme, a matter of choice, people, and possibilities in the age of AI. Before I invite the moderator, we are showing the agenda. So, we are almost at the end, but in case you are wondering where we are at, you can freely scan the code, just point your phones to the screen, and then you get the agenda. So as I mentioned, we are shifting gears a little bit. We are now at the panel discussion, a matter of choice, people and possibilities in the age of AI. That's the theme. And I'd like to invite the moderator, Seth Akumeni. He's the digital portfolio lead at UNDP and the head of exploration for UNDP's Ghana's Accelerator Lab. He's a former tech entrepreneur, and Seth leads the design and implementation of digital and innovation initiatives that support startups and local enterprises. Prior to his current role, Seth was the Director of Business Development and Marketing at GenKey, a biometric technology company, where he delivered identification solutions for health insurance schemes, social protection programs, and other pro-poor projects. Before that, Seth co-founded and led ClaimSync.
Thank you very much. You could have kept the introduction short. Good. Okay, we are still in the morning. So good morning once again, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege to usher you into the next session of this morning's interesting discussion on the Human Development Report. I'd like us maybe to start with just a quick recap. We've had some really interesting insights shared by our very resident representative, the keynote speaker, Dr. Nimoy Thompson, and also our colleague Huzaif on the Human Development Report. Before I introduce our panelists, where we will delve a little bit deeper into some of the key issues, inequality, and also how AI can help to accelerate our development. I just want to recap a few key things. I think it's clear that inequality has increased for the fourth consecutive year. And despite the slowing progress in the human development globally, most people remain hopeful that artificial intelligence can improve their lives. So that's the opportunity that we're looking at. I think it's also clear that leveraging AI to improve or increase human development is a choice that we all have to make. And the real danger here is that without action, and has been shared, in the stories of those who are using AI to improve education and healthcare across the country, it's clear also that without real action, we risk keeping AI out of the hands of those who would benefit the most. Now, with that in mind, I think I have the singular honor to introduce the panel. We're privileged to have an exceptional panel of speakers here. We have an economist, we have a statistician, we have an AI researcher, and an AI innovator. So really quite an eclectic mix of experience. And each of these speakers will bring a unique perspective on what it means to place people at the center of human development and AI innovation. So I'd like to start first by introducing Professor William Boateng. So Professor William Boateng is an accomplished economist and the commissioner of the National Development Planning Commission, where he's also the convener for employment, productivity, and earnings. Professor is the head of the Department of, no longer, okay, he's the former head of the Department of Economics at the University of Ghana. Okay. He doesn't want me to go on. So what I'd say is he's led a lot of insightful research in economics with a focus on labor and labor market institutions, not just here in Ghana, but regionally. You can engage with Professor afterwards. Thank you for coming. Next, I'd like to invite to the stage Dr. Stephen Moore. So Dr. Moore is a senior lecturer at the Department of Mathematics, University of Cape Coast, and co-founder of Ghana NLP, an initiative that focuses on natural language processing and AI applications. I think I'll follow the course and try to keep it as brief so that we can spend more time in the discussions. But yes, Dr. Moore's Ghana NLP, which he co-founded, have built Kaya AI, one of the very interesting AI applications supporting the application of AI across Ghana. And he's also, just quickly, a research engineer, research scientist, consultant, and manager. I will bring a lot of experience to this conversation. I'd like to invite Mrs. Jacqueline Enum, who is a chief statistician at the Ghana Statistical Service with over 28 years of experience. She's currently the Director of Research and Data Science Directorate at GSS, and she led the data quality assurance initiatives as well as the data quality monitoring process that led to the release of the 2021 population housing census. She also led the estimation team to produce the 2023 National Human Development Report, which Jose talked about, and is available for your review and consumption. Welcome, Mrs. Jacqueline Enum. And last but not the least, my very good friend, Mr. Wolali Senyo, who is country manager for Farmerline and a thought leader in the field of agri-tech across the African continent. He has over 15 years experience in agriculture and ICTs and has been really instrumental in developing and implementing technologies including AI and remote sensing that help farmers optimize their crops and reduce yield waste. And certainly agriculture is one of the key sectors where we are looking to apply AI to address some of the key challenges that we have in Ghana. All right. So, thank you very much. Do you all have mics? Is there one there? Okay. So good morning once again. Good to have you all here. I'd like to start this conversation with just maybe a quick question to all of you. Having listened to all the discussions this morning, and maybe I'll start with you, Wolali. Are we making the right choices as a country to enable us adapt to this AI-driven world? Just a quick one. What do you think? Are we making the right choices to enable us adapt?
Kind of, markets they would like to sell their crops, in, or what, how they can earn better income. What is happening, I believe Ghana can take advantage of it, and we're actually at a right time, and if we lose this opportunity, we might not be able to catch up. So that's my brief remark. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Maybe I need to put some time in here. This is just the ice-breaking round, so it's just to hear your thoughts, and we'll delve into the substantive questions afterwards. So same for you, Madam Jacqueline. Are we making the right choices? Yes. 50 seconds to 1 minute.
Okay, thank you. I think we are, because we have been able to develop our AI strategy, which is in the right direction, and we are going to go by it. It's also going to help us to invest in the right skills and support, because now they've rolled out this national coders coding program, which people are going to take advantage of. So I think we have seen the light, and we are going to experience it, and it will help us moving forward.
Thank you very much. So we've seen the light. There's an AI policy strategy being formulated, and also is linking to some of government's digital flagship programs. So you think we're in the right direction? I think that goes for Wolali as well. Dr. Moore.
So for my side, it's a yes and a no. Of course, there's been there's a development of the national AI strategy. There are a lot of other things ongoing, like national AI practice guide, and so many of these things ongoing, which is very good for the ecosystem development. But no, because sometimes the actors or the policy making is a bit distant from the realities of how these things should be impacted, or how these things should be deployed or employed. So it's a yes and a no situation that I'll go. So there's a policy that is hopefully going to be there, but there's a acting or the how to implement these policies that makes the impact not just on a few, but on a larger scale. So as you heard, there's this national coding program all ongoing to kind of help the area or help in the development of AI, but yeah, there are other things that needs to be done as well.
Okay, okay. So mixed results there. We're in the right progress, but there's some disconnect. Prof.
Well, academics will not say yes or no. And two academics, and I think I share that. Yes, we are trying to do something. No, because we are slow, especially when I go out there and interact. Every year I go to Abu Dhabi to attend conferences, and in April I was there to talk about to be part of AI and economic development, how economics will incorporate AI into our staff and economic policy. And when you look at what is happening out there, it means we are far, far behind as a country. So we are doing something. I think we need to step it up a bit more.
Thank you very much. And I think the feedback from the panelists paints a picture of where we truly are. So there are some 2 yeses and a bit in between, and that's what been shared by Joseph as well. Sometimes when we disaggregate the data, it shows us where we truly are as a country. And I think that brings us, to the point where we can start to delve into some of the questions that have surfaced today. And one of the key ones is on the inequality. So we'll start with you, Prof. As we've heard, the 2023 HDI index puts Ghana at 0.628, which means medium human development group. But when adjusted for inflation, we dropped to 0.339, placing us in the low development category. Now, what we'd like to find out is what does this tell us about the distribution of health, income, and education? And what do you think are the implications if policymakers focus just on the index, but not on the inequality-adjusted HDI?
Thank you very much. When I got the concept notes and started reading, and I saw 0.6 something, and going down there, I was happy because as an economist, I started as a student talking about macro. But as I teach and do research, I get to know that macro indicators mask a lot of details. And therefore, sometimes if you don't go deeper into the nitty-gritties, you may think that you are doing well, but you are going to leave a lot of people behind. And that is what the indicator tells us. Now, if you look at education, you realize that we are talking about doing well, enrollment, we are doing very well, educational attainment, we are doing very well. But when you break it down into rural, urban, you break it down into regional, you realize that there are so many, that some parts of the country that are far, far behind, but everything is concentrated in Accra. I can tell you, if you can test it, the moment you leave Accra, if you are going to Kumasi, you drive past Nsawam,